Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Gifted Hands 444 and the day is finally here, I must say. It is officially the 31st of December. It's the last day of 2025 and tomorrow officially or at 12 a.m. tonight it will be officially January 1st, 2026. So of course, I'm going to be doing our end of year reflective reading to see everything, just to reflect on the past year, what we have learned, what we have grown better with. And I'm going to give you everything after my intro. So let's go into the intro, burn some sage, and I'll be right back. Yes, I'm back. As you can see, I have a little African lady statue here. I absolutely love statues that definitely give you an ancestral vibe. It gives you African feminine energy. I love all of that. So this is what I'm going to be burning my sage on. It's not an incense burner, but we're going to be burning our sage on it right now. So you may not see the fancy smoke going down, but nevertheless, we're here for the reading. So, collective. This is not for a specific zodiac. This is basically for everyone, right? Everybody. This is just to see what you have learned in 2025, what energy you have came into 2025 with, and what you'll be leaving with in 2025 or leaving behind in 2025. Now we're going to start with tarot today. So usually I start with my angel numbers, but I'm starting with my tarot deck. Now, as usual, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is going to be a very interesting reading because one of my cards is in my deck just the same. So we're going to see the overall energy here as it relates to reflection for 2025. So I'm going to move my little African lady over here and then we're going to start. So for 2025, for me, it has been a good year. Some ups and downs, which is natural, I would say. Well, let's see, spirit ancestors. Let's tap into reflective reading for 2025. My first questions to you, ancestors and spirit guides. What did the collective enter the year believing for 2025? What did the collective enter 2025 believing? So this is just a 6-card pull, by the way. 6 cards. So just going to gently shuffle. So what did the collective come into 2025 believing? Oh, by the way, tomorrow I'll be doing my 2026 reading. By the way, whenever this reading finds you, it doesn't have to be for 2025 only, but it can resonate for any year that you're in, right? Remember, messages find you when it's time to find you. Sometimes this message will find you twice or more than once, more than 2 times, as long as you need it. So that is the intention I am putting out. So let's see. All right, so immaturity with the Page of Wands. So before we go there, before I even explain that card or what I'm getting intuitively, we're going to move on to the next question. So what did reality teach a collective here? What did reality teach the collective? Okay. Okay. So where did the collective have resistance to change? Okay, you're getting a lot of reverse cards here. All right, so what shifted for the collective in this year? What shifted in this year for the collective? Yes. So what must be consciously released by the collective? I'm going to explain all of these cards, but I'm just laying them out in order so we get a full picture of what is happening here. So what should be released? We got the Three of Wands in reverse. Then, last card. What is the collective better equipped to handle? What are they better equipped to handle? Ooh, this is actually a good card. All right, so let's start at the top. So, well, first card we got as it relates to what you entered the year believing, we have the Page of Wands reverse. And the Page of Wands is really symbolic of immaturity. Without clear direction, creativity stagnates, fueling boredom and impatience. So a lot of you came into the year just not believing in oneself, right? A lot of you didn't believe in your potential to actually achieve a particular goal that you had in mind, right? Um, a lot of you did come in the year with impatience. Maybe you had a lot of goals that you wanted to accomplish, and you wanted to accomplish them right now. Not necessarily right now, but in the year you wanted to achieve them quickly. But I do believe that spirit and the ancestors actually put a halt on this fast achieving circumstance to teach you a lesson, right? With the this card, the Nine of Cups reverse, which is unfulfilled, and this card represents what reality actually taught you. Sorry, because my English is so terrible. Taught you in 2025 or this year that is ending. Really and truly, it says achievements are hollow without deeper meaning. Overindulgence leads to emptiness. And this is the card that I'm talking about. So because you wanted to achieve these goals that you had, the first card, you wanted to achieve them quite quickly. But Spirit say, hold on, listen, if you go to a certain path to achieve a goal quickly, right, or going in a means of a corrupt way to achieve a goal, it is not worthy. Things like that are achieved through corruption, achieved through fast means, usually don't serve very long. So I see where these achievements would have been very hollow. They had less meaning if you went a particular direction that you weren't divinely meant to go, meaning the wrong way. Um, Also, overindulgence leads to emptiness. A lot of you had to pull back as it relates to finances, also overspending and just living an overindulgent life. So you had to pull back to achieve certain goals. If you needed to achieve a particular goal, for example, buying a car, you needed to pull back on certain habits that you had. So yes, so definitely. Reality and the spirit and ancestors have actually taught you to listen, hold back. When we allow you to achieve this goal, it will be after you learn the lesson that we have for you. That's what I'm getting here. With the Ace of Cups reverse here, which is our third card, it represents the where you had a resistance to change, right? Meaning resistance, you did not really want to change or learn this lesson. And as we say, we have emptiness here. It has emotions arise, but you may be suppressing them. Are you struggling to open your heart? No, when I think about the Ace of Cups, I'm talking about having a lot of disappointment in these goals that you had in this year. Of course, I'm talking about 2025, but anytime this actually finds you, this can be in 2027 or 2030. As long as it finds you, it's for the year that you're in or about to leave. So, I see a lot of you facing rejection because of these goals that you wanted to achieve. Maybe you set out to achieve a goal and something didn't come true, or you had to go back multiple times to retry again. Right, so you were rejected multiple times, and the reason why you were rejected is really and truly because Spirit was teaching you a lesson. That things that come quick are things that usually fizzle out very quickly. So what Spirit wanted to teach you was patience, right? So a lot of you were resistant to this rejection that you felt, or certain coldness that you felt towards, or someone imparted on you, right? Maybe you thought that people weren't giving you a genuine chance, right? Again, corruption, because I did see corruption flip with one of my cards here. If it comes back out, then sure. So that is for the Ace of Cups reverse. Now we have the Two of Wands reverse, and the Two of Wands is really about planning. We're talking about the upright version. The upright version is about making plans, but when it's reverse, it's a fear of change, right? And remember, this Ace of Cups reverse is a fear of resistance. So this is where you are resistant here. And so we are having the fear of change coming out back with the Two of Wands reverse. And the Two of Wands really and truly represents what finally shifted. So this is what changed. Your fear of change completely transformed towards your goals. So let's say you went for an interview, different interviews, 3 times, you were rejected, and then finally when you decided, hey, listen, I'm not going to give up on this goal, I'm going to achieve it, I'm going to acquire what I want, I'm going to try back, even if it's 1,000,000 times, I'm going back. That's when everything shifted with the Two of Wands. Your fear of change totally shifted, and you said, hey, I'm going to let go of the outcome, I'm going to keep on trying. That is what is happening with the Two of Wands reverse. That's what I'm energetically getting from this card. Oh, the Sage has completely burnt out. Now, for the Three of Wands here, remember, Two of Wands is planning, but Three of Wands is actually taking action towards the goals. And this card really represents what must be consciously released, or what was consciously released in this year. And it really links back with the Two of Wands here, because the Three of Wands came right out behind it in reverse. What really and truly released in this year was your lack of foresight. You really realize that in order to have things that are long lasting for the long term, I have to learn the particular lessons that my spirit guides have for me. Now, some of you may not have worded it that way because not everybody is that spiritual. But then again, if you're watching tarot, you are spiritual in some way. Come on now, right? Um, But really and truly, with the Three of Wands reverse, the Three of Wands reverse says lack of foresight being maybe hindering your plans. Progress feels out of reach, testing your resolve, right? So what really changed that? What really changed, or what really was released, was your fear of not achieving your goal. You decided that, hey, you know what? Because this is what is coming to me right now. You said, you know what? You know what is going to happen? I'm going to go back. If it takes me 100 times, I'm going to go back. Right? So that lack of foresight that you once had because you wanted to go ahead, go straight towards achieving the goal. You wanted it fast. You want everything to keep move fast. 8 of Wands with momentum, right? You wanted your momentum to amplify in this year, but Spirit said, "Hold on, we have another lesson for you to learn." Right? So your foresight grew, right? Nothing was hindering you in 2025 once you learned that this was a lesson that you had to learn. And also, we're going to move on to the Seven of Cups in reverse. So if you realize all of these cards are in reverse, but based on what I asked, I petitioned the spirit guides, this is what is coming out for me, right? For this collective specifically. For whoever finds this message, so the Seven of Cups reverse, it represents what the collective is better equipped to handle. And really and truly, this has to do with your discernment. I believe that during this time, this year specifically, no matter what circumstance we're talking about, this is reflective. So it doesn't have to be said circumstance that I mentioned specifically, but what resonates for you. There were circumstances that came up this year that you really had to use your discernment with. Certain circumstances that you already got intuitive insight about before you even went towards the goal. You knew what was going to happen, but because you're stubborn, and I mean stubborn in a good way, and you're very intuitive and you listen when you get those intuitive nudges. No, because of all the shadow work that you have done, all the lesson that you have learned in this year, and just listening to your gut, that now has better equipped you for 2026 to listen to your discernment or trust your discernment more often. So right now, this collective here is better equipped to handle their discernment. So what would I say? Illusions don't fool you anymore, right? If there may be illusions surrounding certain institutions, certain goals that you wanted to achieve, but you saw right through them before you even went there. Before you even went there. And that is really and truly what is here for this collective, here for this year. I'm going to look what is here for the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool in reverse. So it says, foolishness, a lack of experience makes one susceptible to missteps. Beware of those who prey on the weak. So this really and truly gives me a form of corruption that was happening behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, this was really prevalent in this 2025 or this year that you're watching this video, and I do believe that a lot of you picked up on this with your discernment, right? um Really and truly, I don't believe you guys were gullible to the various illusions that they were showing you at this time, right? And you, of course, you had temporary setbacks in this year, but it was all for a reason, right? Some of you may have experienced a little laziness or a little self-doubt with the Page of Pentacles, because I do realize that all my cards are reversed. But as I split the deck here, I'm seeing liberation, taking control by raising above self-imposed limits and reclaiming your power, your freedom and power. So you were self-restricted, because this is the Eight of Swords here, mentally restricted, but you allowed yourself to free your mind, to believe in yourself, be more discerning, trust your guides, trust the path that you're on. And I do believe that your goals have actually materialized. right? You trust the path that you were on. And I did see dependence with, I think it was the, yes, dependence with the, this is the empress, right? But I really do see this as dependence on your guides and spirit guides and ancestors. That's what I see it as, right? Of course, delays were in your life this year. We already spoke about the delays. But yes, so you may have faced a lot of criticism, a lot of it, with the judgment in reverse, right? But a lot of things disclosed themselves. A lot of them revealed their true intention. A lot of institutions revealed the corruption that was behind it. A lot of persons revealed their true colors. Here with the moon in reverse, right? It says disclosure, secret, suppressed feelings, or hidden patterns are now rising to the surface. So you clocked all of that from before, right? All right. So we're going to move on. So that is really what you have learned in 2025, or the year that you're seeing this in now. A lot of reverse cards as a first, but I see why they came in reverse. So we're going to move on to my next deck. My next deck is my angel number deck, and I'm trying to find my yes, I'm trying to find my container to put back my deck in. Remember, this reading, this end of year reading, is really and truly about reflecting on the past year. If you watch my next reading, which is tomorrow, the 1st of January, you will get more insight as to where you're heading for 2026, right? So this is reflecting on the past, what you have learned in the past, certain things that you have let go, right? Things that you released in 2025 or the year that you're seeing this, right? And then now tomorrow's reading is about what am I looking ahead? What is coming ahead, right? So let's see what Spirit has for you from the angel number deck. Okay, so we have 111 destiny, and we have a transformation that was in my hand. It flipped between my two fingers. So we have destiny, and it says, I'm going to hold it up to the camera so you can see destiny 111. Look out for 111, by the way. Follow what you feel. You could have seen 111 earlier in the year. Yeah, I do believe that. So it says, follow what you feel. Listen to your intuition. Um, Listen as your intuition helps you to guide you to what you're manifesting. The inner whispers are helping you to create all that is that you desire. Listen, lean in and follow your soul. Life is always happening for me, which is your affirmation. I am allowing myself to lean into what feels good. So I definitely do believe this was the entire energy of 2025, or the year that you're watching this, right? You allowed yourself to be guided intuitively. You learned the lessons that your spirit guides and ancestors that had for you at that time, and you just trusted the path, right? You let go of control, and that's when you started to see certain things materialize in 2025. And I do believe this was the ending of 2025 too. Excuse me, confirmation. So we have 1919, right? That came out with the destiny card. And it has to do with transformation, and transformation is change. So it says it is it is asked that you take notice, that you hold within your hands the power to change your life. Within this realization, you will feel your sense of purpose and your connection to new beginning. And for your affirmation for this card, it says, I release what I no longer need to carry. I open myself to transformative energy of the divine. So again, trust in the divine, trust in your spirit guides, trust in your ancestral guides, right? Change. You really learned a very valuable lesson. You learned a lesson of balance here. You definitely learned duality and balance, which is literally kind of the same thing here, right? So we're going to take up these cards and we're going to go into our next deck. Let me find that deck. Yin and Yang. I remember, if you have watched my previous videos, the Yin and Yang deck reminds me of the duality card. Balance, right? Feminine and masculine. So really and truly, these cards are really for confirmation of the message. That's all it was. So spirit ancestors, let's see, what did the collective learn in this year, this past year? This is a reflective reading. What did they learn in this year? Okay, so we have harvest. About the harvest and autumn. All right, so we have family, home, and commitment, and then we have deception. I do believe, hold on, growth. Let me finish shuffling this deck. I really do see the home and family card. Really, I'm not really focusing on home and family here. I'm mostly focusing on commitment. I'm seeing goals in my head, right? Really and truly, in 2025, or the year that you're seeing this reading, really and truly, what you have learned is to use your intuition to pick up on various deceptions that were around you, right? And really and truly, this card has to do with your commitment and your goals. This could be family commitment. This could be regular goals that you have, right? But harvest has to do with your gains, things that you want, right? And we see growth here. So definitely growth happened, because all these cards are up, right? We have the ace of water, which is really the ace of cups, new passions, things like that. And we have the transcending card. So definitely a lot of you transcended here as it relates to the lessons that you learned in 2025. Change. So definitely you guys were on the verge of change here. Remember, it's on the side, so there was a little bit resistance to it. And I think this harvest card was on the side too. Cold and detached to reverse. Let's see what that is about. Renewal and spark. So in 2025, or the year that you're seeing this reading, you were stuck, a little bit stuck in between doing the right thing. I will say you were a little bit tempted here. Various temptations in 2025, and really and truly, this is why it's on the deception card. The change is on the deception card, because falling into this temptation would have reversed this card. You would have really reversed it and reversed the outcome of 2025 for you if you gave in. And I believe a lot of you didn't give in to the various temptations that were around you. A lot of you really and truly detached in 2025, or the year that you're seeing this reading. And this really and truly, your renewal or drive, the spark that you had. Oh, there you go. There you go. The spark that you had was on the verge of, should this go renew and go to the right place, or should I go the wrong way and then hope for the best? Fingers crossed. That's really and truly what the energy is giving me. With the avoidance card or stalemate, really and truly, I do believe you avoided the temptation that was here between your growth, right? Really and oh, now I'm seeing it. The growth is over here with the commitment card, and the deception is right in between it. So that means that was what was standing in between the growth that you needed and the commitment that you had, or the goal that you had, right? And the change directly in between those two also, because you were teetering. Should I Should I stay the course, or should I go take a shortcut? That was what the energy here. Excuse me, confirmation here. With the avoidance card now, I see where you avoided this this quick route. You avoided it, but you were at a stalemate here. You were at a stalemate because you were undecisive as to what I wanted to do. I want this commitment to go through. Here's an easier option presenting itself, and here's a long road. The long road, which one should I take? That's the energy that he was giving. And of course, the Ace of Cups is really about new passions, right? New passions and drives and stuff like that. Let me see this card first. We have ancestors, ancestral guides or ancestor guides. We have regret, repression here. Now, I do believe that your ancestors are all up in this reflective reading. They're all up in this reading because they were guiding you each step of the way, right? And we have the regret card here on the side. Regret or repression. I do believe a lot of you were in deep contemplation here as to the consequences that will happen if you took certain paths. Yeah, I know I certainly was. I'm going to be honest with you. I had my own problems in 2025. We have awakening. So you guys were on the verge of awakening here. And we have a gift or an offer. Right? And then we have feminine. So you guys were in your receptive era. You gave up on controlling certain outcomes here, and you just decided to, you know what? I'm just going to let go and let God. That's it. And then we have the nurturing and compassion here. Then we have the reunion, sorry, and stability and harmony coming out. For the reunion cards, this could be a romantic reunion between two partners here. That's for some people that this reading is mostly about your relationship. Because we have the comfort and nurture coming out. For some people, now this was more about financial goals and various commitments that you had in other aspects of your life. Because I see where stability and harmony, because harmony has taken over now since you have made the right decision. Right? At the bottom of the deck, we have action and new beginnings. So definitely new beginnings here. New beginnings here. Yes, so that's what I'm getting here for you guys. I have a shadow side here, so you definitely had to address your shadow side. Oh yeah, so let's move these cards up. I would say this end of year reflective reading is very interesting. It's different. It's much different from the other readings that I have done. Right? It's more of a reflective rather than fireworks and you know he's cheating, she's cheating. It's different from the norm, I will say. Right, which is good. I like things that are out of the box, things that are reflective, things that promote growth. Let's see what is here. This is the deck I was contemplating to take up, but I'm going to see what is here. So we're going to see some of these cards. I have not even finished writing them. But I'm going to do that. That's a goal for 2026, I would say. So let's see. Not going to take a lot of cards on this one. Let's see. Relief. Experience a sense of relief that come with resolution, letting go of stress. And we have celebrate. So definitely you guys have relief, a sense of relief here because you guys chose the right path that you should have done. And you guys should be proud of yourself. We have celebrate, and because you've chosen the right path, this causes celebration. So a lot of you have achieved things in 2025, right? You achieved celebrate your achievements and milestones, your success are worth acknowledging and honoring. And we have scholar here. Pursue knowledge and never stop learning. Your curiosity and dedication can to lead to profound discoveries and personal growth. And that came in reverse, so I do believe that this is what you guys did in 2025. I'll see one more card. See what this one? Surrender. So surrender to life's flow in a time for letting go of control and allowing things to unfold here. So that's what you guys did. That's what you guys did. You surrendered. We have compassion. Show compassion to yourself and others, and kindness bring positivity. So you were in a space that you had to give yourself some grace. Maybe you're in a learning process and you couldn't quite grasp the information that you were learning at that time, right? So you had to give yourself some grace here. We have explorer. No, you can't see this, but it says adventure await, embrace the unknown and seek new experiences that expand your horizons and deepen your understanding. That came in reverse. So you guys went on an adventure for 2025, and I do believe that this is going to come out in a reading tomorrow. I do believe that. At the bottom of the deck, we have visionary. Your imagination is powerful tool. Envision the future and inspire with your innovative ideas and creative solutions. And that's what you guys did. And we have moving here, moving, change and adventure. This is a time for new beginning space, or the space or path. Which is good. This is good. Let's put these back. Very good, very good, very good. Now this reading, you see, my viewers, right? The reading is aligning to exactly what I said to you, right? It's aligning. Let's move on to our next deck. I really am curious to see which sections. This one, I took this deck up. Wonder why? Well, let's see. Let's see. Things work out in the way that they should. Excuse me, confirmation. And this deck, I hardly even use this deck. So if I'm told to take it up, I'm going to take it up to see what happens. So let's see what the spirit have to say from this deck here. If you like my reading, please like, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Join my community. Thank you. We have friendship and teamwork coming out. Friendship and teamwork here. Upright connections and network. So you guys have been using up your network. People that you know are what we call in Jamaica links. You use up your links. We have professional. It says expertise, talent. And then we have okay with stability, harmony, and acceptance. So I definitely believe that you guys had some assistance along the way with people that you had close connections with, could be friends or very close companions that really helped you along the way here. And this was really and truly to help enhance either your talent or some expertise in some area that you were looking to learn, because we had the scholar earlier. And definitely this led to a form of acceptance for you and harmony in your life, and also leading to even more stability in your life, because I'm seeing more stability here. We have care. We have care, which is parenthood and support. Some of you could be new parents this year, but I'm really seeing support here. Support. So these persons actually supported you along the way. And we have stubbornness in a reverse, selfness, and we have arrogance. That is in reverse. You guys let go of the various arrogance that you may have had, the stubbornness you may have had. That was released. See what this one is. We have blind, awkward, unknown, vision problems. I do see this card as just moving into the unknown, really and truly. Then we have sweet dreams reverse. It says satisfaction, comfort, and lazy day. I think you guys were placed in an uncomfortable situation, placed out of your comfort zone so you could grow. And this led to merit here, goodness and humanness, morality. So this really taught you how to make good decisions here. You see what that was, and readiness here. Readiness, prepared, prompt, arrangement. So you guys are ready to go once you have learned this lesson. And we have collaboration. You guys were really backed up by various friends and companions and your spirit guys here. Um, you guys really enhanced yourself this year too. All right. Some of you may have came to a agreement with somebody or some people. This is not even though you see the picture, this is not necessarily a relationship type of compromise between parties. That's not what we're getting here. Um, or you may have reconciled with some people here, right? We have trap here, victim, allure, or trick. So remember, I told you initially that there was some form of corruption or corrupt behavior that was surrounding, or some illusion surrounding something that you wanted the most, right? So that was a trap, but we have commitment here. You did not let this trap stop you here, right? You did not let it stop you, and you guys learned a lot, right? You went through development or training for something. You learned, excuse me, confirmation, right? So yeah, that's what I'm getting here. We have a vow. You made a wish or a vow, or you guys are very spiritual. You developed your spirituality this year too. But we have a wish and hope here. And we have loss, sorrow, damage. So you may have experienced some loss here. Could be a pet. But you guys went on an adventure here. You learned a lot here in this year. So, wow. This is good. This is good. Remember, the year is not always going to be sunshines and rainbows. Sometimes it's going to be difficult, but the difficult usually leads to something better. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting here. I'm going to move on to my next day. I like this reading so far. I have to say, I like this reading. I like this reading. Okay, so let's see the various sections in your life that you actually made improvement in, or if you let's see the areas that you have made improvement in. So this is an astrological deck that I made, right? So this deck hardly gets used unless it's a birthday reading for a particular zodiac sign, or the end of year reading, just like this one, or a New Year's reading, or on rare occasions for other readings. Just depends. Let's see, how did the collective improve, or what did they improve? Oh, my card is bent. Okay, this one fell out. We have a pioneer, competitive, optimistic, impatient, Aries energy. So you could be an Aries specifically. Right at the bottom of the deck is a cardinal fire sign ruled by Mars. So Mars has to do with action and drive. So you guys are definitely competitive this year, very optimistic eventually, right? You guys may have pioneered in something, right? A little bit impatient, because we spoke about the impatience here with the path that you had to choose. Supportive. So a lot of you had a lot of supportive people around you, quite intuitive because you listen to your spirit guides here. Cardinal water sign. So you could be a water sign. Your moon in a water sign, moon in Cancer here. Second house, which is the house of value and possessions. Values and possessions that can be assets like cars, houses. So you may have acquired a car or a house, or you're about to acquire one. This house is ruled by Venus with Taurus energy. So you could be a Taurus, and this Taurus could be in your second house. So financially stable, self-worth, abundance, and luxury, and realistic. So you guys have acquired some form of financial stability here. And you have increased your self value here, how you view yourself. We have Venus with love, beauty, and harmony, and pleasure, right? And values. Let me see the back of it. It governs relationships, art, luxury, and finance. Taurus and Libra energy. This, you could be in a relationship with either of you, could be either Taurus or a Libra. Your Venus could be in it also, but we see some improvement in the love department as well. We have Cardinal, which is taking the lead, urgency, forceful, breaking new ground. So you guys have break new ground or broken new ground here in 2025. Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn energy. So any one of those can be your sign, can be Sun, Moon, Rising, or in a second house. So let's see what else. Okay, so we have Leo. Leo here. I know I'm a Leo rising. Charismatic. You became more confident, more generous in yourself, a little bit more creative over 2025, more optimistic again because you became more optimistic. You could be a Leo, right? It's a fixed fire sign ruled by the sun. So your sun could be in a Leo. This one flipped over in my hand, which is Pluto, and this is the mother of your core, or the mother of your reading, which is transformation here. Pluto is a planet of transformation, power, shadow, and rebirth, and intense experiences. So there was a lot of transformation. Remember, we got the transformation card early in the reading, 1919. And really and truly, Pluto governs death, rebirth, deep psychology, shared resources, and this is Scorpio energy. All right. I don't want too many cards to come out. So we have Libra again. How many times did we get Libra? Libra, artistic. Some of you could be artists out there. Can be music artists, painters, drawers, writers, actors. Those are artists too. You guys could be very artistic out there. Maybe you made some new art along the way, right? But a lot of you are indecisive, have a trait of indecision. Could be charming also, but you're cooperative because you cooperated with the various people that were around you that were willing to help you this year. We have Gemini energy here, sociable, witty, and inconsistent, superficial, restless. We have mutable air sign ruled by Mars. So your Mars could be in Gemini. Fifth house. So we saw some improvement in the fifth house also. This is a negative trait of the fifth house. So the negative traits of the fifth house is self-centered, risk-taking, drama, superficial, creative block. So you may have had a creative block, maybe in a lot of drama this year. At the beginning of the year, of course. Could have been a little bit self-centered, a little selfish, taking a lot of risk, unnecessary risks also. Remember I told about the corruption and the fast way out? Yeah. So house of creativity and romance, and your sun is ruled by the sun, and of course this is Leo energy again. So you could have Leo in your fifth house. We have Libra again. This, look here. I think this reading is mostly for Libras. All right, I have one more flipped here, but let's see. Libra, fierce, sociable, diplomatic, just, idealistic. So these are the good traits. So you may have developed these good traits. This is ruled by Venus. Your Venus could be in Libra. You could be a sun sign Libra also. Not necessarily, but it's either you are a sun sign or it's in one of these houses that I mentioned, or you could have just developed these good or bad, or fix these bad traits, or develop these good traits. That's all it means, right? So you don't necessarily have to be an Aries. If I say Aries, we have guiding lights, a clarity in the dark, trust your path, follow your intuition and direction, ancestors and ancestral guides. So definitely, I do believe we mentioned the ancestors many times in this reading, and this is what you followed during this year. You really and truly listen to your guides, your intuition, especially. You listened, and that's why you are in the position that you are now, right? Good positions. We have 10th house with scandal and stress, loss of status, workaholic, lack of direction. So this came out with guiding light, right? So you guys may have been in a state of lack of direction. You didn't know where to go. You were stressed out, right? You didn't know if you were supposed to go the Bandula way or the right way. And then the guiding light came out for you, right? Spirit say, hey, stop. And this has to do with your career and reputation here, ruled by Saturn, Capricorn energy here with the devil. Because the Capricorn is the devil, right? It's represented by the devil, I will say, in tarot, yeah. So definitely, that's when the guiding light came out for you. Spirit said, hold on, we know that you don't know where to go, listen to us. And that's when you started seeing improvement. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so proud of you guys, I have to say. Proud, proud, proud. I'm so proud. Yes, I love this. So I'm going to put these up. This is pretty good, I will say. Pretty good. Should I go for this one? All right, let's go for this one. 3 more decks. Hopefully you have liked my reading so far. If you like my reading, please like and share and subscribe. Join my community. My community is small. Let's see. Ancestors, what card would you like to give the collective here as it relates to their 2025 or their end of year reading? Oh, this fell. Give me a moment, please. We have balanced spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. I do believe that this is what a lot of you were doing. You were trying to balance your spiritual life and also your regular life. I do believe that you were. I'm going to see if there is anything else here. This one flipped. Put this here. Your hard work is paying off. Definitely. Full moon in Capricorn. And this one, another Capricorn. All right, so Libra and Capricorn is very strong in this reading. Yeah, Libra and Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So definitely we have adjustments are required. Yes. And we have showed the world the real you. So you guys are in the process of showing the world who you are. And this is Aquarius energy. I do believe that even me, I revealed that I was a tarot reader this year, right? I'm hardcore spirituality here, and I definitely decided to come forward and to start my YouTube channel. And that's one of my achievements this year. So definitely this really and truly resonates with me as it relates to my 2025. I hope it does with you also. So definitely there's an end of a tough cycle coming here. 2025, the year of the horse, is going to bring some great things to you. Right? The hard work is definitely paying off here. I also had to balance my spirituality with my practical life because I'm a person like this. I definitely do believe that in life we need a balance of both. One cannot exist without the other. So yeah, we have these 3 cards here. We're going to see what the other cards say. We have don't let the past hold you back here, and that is your south node. What do you need to release? Waxing that's I think that's warning moon, something like that, or waxing moon. I cannot look at the card right now. Okay, I'm just going to put this card over here. So we have the healing energy oracle. Let's see what ancestors have for you here from this deck. This is all about healing, transformation. So this deck is very appropriate for this reading. And I don't read reversals from this deck unless I need to, unless I'm led to. Let's see. Okay, we have, oh, look at that. We have transformation again. Ah, transformation again. Okay. It says, I am constantly evolving. I improve inwardly by working on my weaknesses and refining my strengths. Life ensures I'm presented with situations that will help me to learn and grow. Let me read that again. Life ensures I am presented with situations that will help me learn and grow. I am aware of my progress and open my wings to the light. Open my wings to the light really and truly means choosing the right path. We have, and these are green cards, so green can be significant right now. If we have a third one, it's definitely significant. Open to the universe. I'm discovering my worth and my abilities. I have confidence in my value and my potential. I reclaim my inner power. I accept and love myself completely. So you accepted yourself this year. Mm. Thus, I am open to the divine light of the universe. Mm. I love this. I'm loving this reading. This was definitely needed, and we don't have any more cards here. And look what we have at the bottom of the deck. Balance. And what number did we have at the bottom of the deck? In the angel number 222, which was what? Balance. We have balance. I find a balance between each sphere of my life. I am the master of my daily life. I make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. Let me find back that card. Balance spirituality and practicality. And it says here, I make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. I bring love to my world by fulfilling the needs of my body and soul. And I say they do not exist without each other. They are needed. That's when you learn the best fulfillment of life, when you balance both your spiritual and your practical life, your logic, because they both need each other. And we have learning to love myself. So I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I realize that I'm a being of light and allow myself to shine. So remember, where did I see the card where it says I'm showing up myself with Aquarius energy? So definitely, I'm telling you guys, this is a wonderful reading. Wonderful. Where's my other deck? I have my other deck. Okay. So this is my repair evolution growth oracle cards. Modern oracle for self healing and growth. So this deck hardly ever use it, but it's appropriate for this type of reading. Oh, I'm sorry about that. So we're going to address here. What am I saying? Address. All right. So I'm going to take a card from this repair, evolution, and growth deck. This is how it looks at the back. So let's see what the ancestors have for you. Again, I may not have reversals from this deck, but then again, I haven't really used this deck, so I don't know. We have abundance, security. Money is energy like anything else. You want it to flow and not feel trapped. Trusting that the universe will take care of you gives off the energy of abundance and expectancy in every dollar you receive. Know that you are supported and money will flow. So definitely abundance is here for you guys. See if there's anything else, but we see abundance mainly here, which is good. So that is the main energy from this deck. Security here. At the bottom of the deck, we have spirit guidance, co-creation. Your spirit guides and guardians, are here to assist you and to help you to evolve into your authentic self. What did I say? Your spirit guides are all over this reading. The time is now to see yourself as a spirit, as your spiritual team sees you. They ask that you remove all limiting thoughts. Open yourself up to them. Meditation and asking for signs are a great way to deepen your connection. So that's something you need to look forward to doing. And patience is needed with time in here and taking the leap. Right? So showing up yourself as you are, presenting yourself so this abundance can come, accepting your ancestral guides, right? You may be going through a period of loneliness and isolation, but that is fine. Sometimes our truest strengths are recognized in our isolation, in our hermit modes, right? So not all the time you should be exposed to the world and opinions of everybody around you. Sometimes it's nice to just take a step back and just meditate. All your answers come forward in that time. So this is our last deck, collective. It's our last deck, and I'm going to. This is my spirit message oracle, and what would this reading be without hearing a word or two from the ancestral guides? Because they're the ones guiding you, right? I definitely have mine that I work with, right? And they always give me instruction. Always. So let's see. All right, spirit ancestors, we're ending this reflection reading of the year 2025. What message would you like to leave with the collective as relates to reflecting on this year? Again, I don't take reversals from this one. Let's see. Oop, this one fell in my chest. So let's see what it says. It says, what areas of your life are you avoiding? Are they causing you upset, worry, disruptive sleep? If so, these are the areas you need to focus on. As much as you don't want to, it is necessary. Tackle your demons head on. Don't allow them to rule you for a second longer. So that's what you have been doing in this year. This one flipped. We have when a door doesn't open, don't waste your energy trying to make it open. It's closed for a reason. You are being redirected to something for far bigger and better. Endings are part of the cycle of life. They make way for wonderful new beginnings and opportunities. So those doors that were closed in 2025, they were closed for a reason, and you knew that they were closed for a reason. You know, because I told you. And you knew it. You pick it up in your own energy that they were closed for a reason. And there were some open doors that you weren't supposed to traverse through. Yeah. This is the last card here. We have make sure you don't start seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. You need to know your worth. Even when others don't, you are not what people think of you. Excuse me, confirmation here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have, it is time to hit the reset button. Clear out all the old so that room is available for new to enter. Trust that better things are coming fast. Prepare to move to the next phase of your life. This is your rebirth. Welcome this beautiful brand new energy. You have got this. Yes, 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 yes. So that is it, collective, as it relates to your end of the year message or reflective message. I'm sure you have learned a lot as it relates to this reflective reading for what has happened over the coming year, the 365 days, and you have another 365 days. So I'm excited to see where that is going. So please tune in for my New Year's reading. I'm going to put in my all for you guys, just like I put in my all for all my readings. So if you like my video, like, share, subscribe, you know, leave me a comment, say hi, happy new year, or happy new year anniversary, something. Again, it's your girl, Gifted Hands. I will see you in the next video. Bye.